my wife scoffed. You won't dare leave. You'll have nothing. I replied. We'll see. Then I filed first, citing her lavish spending on our joint account. Her face in mediation when the bank statements appeared was priceless. I'm Mark, 38 male. And, yeah, it's one of those. 10 years married, first 7 were good, building a life. I'm a project manager, comfortable salary. Eva, 36, was in marketing, then freelance, which mostly meant not working. I didn't mind supporting us. I loved her or who I thought she was. The last 3 years, the spending spiraled: more packages, pricier dinners with friends than designer bags, shoes worn once, spa days costing more than our groceries, all from the joint account, mainly fed by my salary. I tried talking to her. Honey, we're a bit tight. Her, oh, relax, Mark. Money comes and goes. Live a little. It got worse. A $2,000 boutique charge. Eva, what's this? Things I needed, or wanted. That's when she scoffed in the kitchen. Are we gonna fight about money? So dickless say. It's our money, Eva. Mostly my earnings. It's disappearing. She laughed. Oh, please. You wouldn't dare leave. You'll have nothing. You need me. She thought I was too boring, too trapped. That was 3 months ago. The you'll have nothing bit stuck. It wasn't just the money. It was the utter contempt. I didn't shout. I just said, we'll see. Internally, something clicked. Quiet, decisive. Next day, lawyer. Highly recommended. Gather every statement. Last 3 years. Highlight non-joint expenses. Weeks of spreadsheets, highlighters, coffee. The scale, even I was shocked. Vacations with her sister, Chloe, I couldn't get time off for. Investment pieces, bags, never used. Endless brunches, dinners, salons, tens, maybe over 100,000 gone. 2 months ago, I filed irreconcilable differences, dissipation of marital assets. She was served at her mom's during a spa weekend. Another 1K. Her call, you filed insane. You'll regret this. Me, Ava. Lawyers will handle this. Click. Her sister, Chloe, 34F, Ava's enabler-in-chief called next. Mark, you absolute scoundrel. How could you do this? What has she done for this marriage lately, Chloe, besides spend my earnings? Sputtering. Click. Mediation was last Tuesday. Ava arrived like she was off to a gala. New designer dress. Chloe beside her, scowling. My lawyer, Miss Albright, is a shark. Ava's lawyer demanded spousal support for at least 10 years. Half the house, mine pre-marriage, half my retirement. Standard. Miss Albright waited, smiled thinly. Before discussing Mr. Hayes' contributions, let's review Mrs. Hayes' expenditures. 2. The binders. 3 thick ones. Bank statements, joint credit cards, store cards I didn't know about, lavish personal spending highlighted in pink. 1 set for Ava's lawyer, 1 for the mediator, 1 for Ava. Ava's face. Oh my goodness. Priceless. Paled under the foundation. Eyes darting. Chloe peered, then recoiled. What is this? Eva stammered. Records of your spending, Mrs. Hayes, Miss Albright said coolly. Approximately $187,000 in non-essential personal expenditures, luxury goods, solo vacations, salons, undocumented cash withdrawals at casino ATMs. Silence. Ava's jaw dropped. Her lawyer flipped pages looking grimmer. Chloe muttered, invasion of privacy. The mediator just raised an eyebrow. Ava, out of context. Gifts, house stuff, business expenses. Miss Albright, receipts show otherwise. A $3,000 handbag isn't a business expense for a graphic designer with no portfolio updates in 2 years. The gifts were mostly for you. Beautiful. Terrifying. Session ended. Ava's lawyer shell-shocked asked for a recess. Ava swept out. Chloe speechless for once. You'll have nothing, she'd said. We'll see Ava. First step. Breathing again. We'll update. Update 1. Hey, all. Thanks for the support on my last post. It helped. 3 weeks since the Priceless face mediation, Ava and Chloe predictably are playing dirty. Ava's lawyer tried to argue the spending was normal. Miss Albright referred him to the binders of doom. The casino ATM withdrawals were for client entertainment. Right. For a freelance career that made $1,200 last year. Then the text from mutual friends started. Heard worrying stuff about you and Ava. Ava was spinning a tale. I was a controlling, emotionally abusive husband, financially ruining her because she found the courage to leave me. Me, the guy funding her $800 shoe habit. Rich, considering I filed. Chloe was her social media attack dog. Vague IGFB posts. Sad to see my sister treated cruelly. Some men can't handle a strong woman. Justice for Ava, narcissistic abuse awareness. Filtered selfies of them looking brave. Actual mutual friends messaged me. I kept it brief. Ava's spending was unsustainable. I filed. The rest is noise. The entitlement is stunning. Ava's lawyer sent a revised proposal. Still wanted spousal support, me to pay her legal fees, keep her car I paid cash for, and all jewelry, including my grandmother's heirloom necklace. The kicker? A demand for a public apology from me for emotional distress and false accusations. Miss Albright and I laughed, sent back a polite no, reminded them about dissipation of assets, and that we'd litigate if needed. Then Chloe tried to get clever. Anonymous email to my HR. I was experiencing extreme personal stress, affecting work, hostile environment, erratic behavior, financial instability. My boss, Dave, is great. Showed me the email, reeked of Chloe, said, "This is nonsense." Right. Explained briefly. He figured your performance is stellar. I'll handle HR. Still nasty. Trying to mess with my job that infuriated me more than the spending almost malicious. Had a weak moment last week. Late night looking around. Is this worth it? Then I remembered her scoff, her sister's poison, the selfishness. Yeah. Worth it. Not just money. Respect. Self-respect. Miss Albright is prepping for discovery, subpoenaing Ava's personal accounts, suspecting hidden assets. Ava's side is dragging their feet. Latest from Ava, willing to consider a settlement where she gets the house, mine premaritally, and I pay her $150 to start fresh. No mention of the $187,000 plus she already blew. They think I'll get tired and give in. They don't know me. Every demand, every lie strengthens my resolve. This will get uglier. I'm ready. Update 2. Alright. Things moved. Recategorized to r/pro revenge because just fair isn't enough anymore. They deserve the full weight of their choices. Ava and Chloe doubled down. Smear campaign intensified. Chloe tried contacting my clients. My professional relationships are solid, thankfully. Miss Albright sent a sharp cease and desist regarding Chloe's interference, hinting at tortious interference. That quieted her for now. Discovery was a fight. Ava didn't keep records, couldn't remember passwords. Funny how her memory was fine for my failings. Miss Albright subpoenaed banks and credit card companies directly. Oh, the treasures. Ava had a secret credit card, maxed out a solid $15,000. Designer clothes, high-end electronics for her ghost freelance career, payments to a wellness retreat when she was supposedly visiting her ailing aunt. Aunt is fine. Hadn't seen Ava in months. Best part, Ava made minimum payments on the secret card using transfers from our joint account vaguely described. Sneaky. We also found evidence of at least another $10,000 in clearly personal debts racked up on other joint lines that were solely her folly. Armed with this, MS. Albright contacted Ava's lawyer. Their tone shifted. Less bluster, more panic. But Ava wasn't done being entitled. She demanded emergency interim spousal support, claimed I'd cut her off financially. This, while living in my house rent-free, utility-free. The cutting off was me stopping the cash fire hose and canceling her secondary cards on my sole accounts. She claimed no means of income, risk of destitution, attached photos of an empty fridge likely staged. My revenge began, methodical application of consequences. Emergency support hearing. Ava played the waif, Chloe dabbing her eyes, Oscar-worthy. Her lawyer argued poverty. Miss Albright presented joint account statements. I still paid mortgage, insurance, utilities on the house Ava occupied, secret credit card statements, $15K, and evidence of her other personal debts on joint lines, list of valuable items, jewelry, bags, electronics. Ava bought with joint secret card money that could be sold. Appraisers estimate for some, the Chanel boy bag could fetch upwards of $4,000 resale. Evidence of misrepresenting freelance income and casino visits. The judge, no nonsense, was not impressed. Miss Hayes, you have significant assets. Your definition of destitution differs from the court's. Claiming to be cut off while residing in a mortgage-paid home is tenuous. Motion denied. With prejudice, Ava's face crumpled. Chloe looked like she'd explode, deeply satisfying, and more. The family heirloom necklace. Ava Stonewall claimed it was a gift. Miss Albright filed for upliven, return of property, included grandma's will, photos, judge granted it. Ava ordered to return it in 48 hours. Miss Albright said Ava's wail was memorable. So Ava's facing the music. No emergency cash. Court ordered returns. Lies exposed. Chloe's been quiet online, maybe reality bites. Next, final settlement or trial. Miss Albright is confident, arguing for massively unequal asset division due to dissipation. Ava to be responsible for her secret debt and her share of joint debt. That 187 calories plus she blew deducted from her share of marital property. She might walk away owing me. People like Ava and Chloe live in an entitlement bubble. It's quite something to watch it pop pinprick by methodical pinprick. She wanted me to have nothing. Looks like she's the one getting a financial wasteland. She built it. I just provided the court with architectural drawings. My patience with Ava and Chloe was utterly gone. This isn't just about money. This is about reclaiming my life and peace from people who thought they could bleed me dry and laugh about it. Stay tuned. Final update. It's over. Finally. Months of slog worth every second and penny for Miss Albright, who deserves a serious medal, by the way. After the emergency support disaster and necklace retrieval returned petulantly, Ava's legal strategy crumbled. Her lawyer, likely initially believing her victim narrative, looked increasingly exasperated. We pushed for a final settlement conference armed with our binders of doom, secret card statements, and the judicial smackdown. Ava's team came to the table differently. No demand for the house and $150. No spousal support request. Just trying to salvage anything. Their opening, Ava walks with personal belongings, half the house equity during marriage, each handles their own debts. Ms. Albright smiled. A starting point. Now let's talk about the $187,650 in dissipated marital assets, her $15,000 secret credit card, and the other roughly $10,000 in personal debts. She accrued on joint lines. Negotiation was intense. Ava was there, silent for once, looking pale and thin, genuinely stress-thin. Good. Chloe was thankfully barred. Here's the revenge, the final tally of her self-made disaster. Dissipation of assets. The $187,650 Ava spent from the joint account was treated as an advance against her share of any marital assets. Her share of the house equity accrued during our marriage, the main marital asset since I owned it premaritally, was calculated to be around $150,000. So even after her entire share of equity was set against the dissipation, she still effectively owed $37,650 back to the marital estate. $187,600 and $150. Sale of her luxury goods, the really expensive items, designer bags, some jewelry, electronics she bought with joint money, redeemed marital property she'd converted. These were ordered to be sold. They fetched about $12,006.50. This sum was applied to the $37,650 years she owed the estate, reducing that specific debt to $25,000 owed back to me. Assigned personal debts, she was made solely responsible for her $15,000 secret credit card debt. Additionally, the other $10,000 in personal spending she'd put on joint lines identified in discovery was also assigned to her. The house, I kept it free and clear of any claim from her as her equity was wiped out by the dissipation calculation. Spousal support. 0. Absolutely none. Her financial misconduct, age, education, and capability of work meant no support was warranted. Legal fees, each party to pay their own. So the grand total for Ava, she walked away with her clothes, some personal trinkets, and a combined debt of approximately $50,000. This was composed of the $25,000 she still owed the marital estate, me, her $15,000 secret credit card, and the $10,000 of other debts assigned to her. Her face when her lawyer explained the final non-negotiable terms. Dull, defeated resignation. The fight had gone out of her. The well of entitlement had finally run dry. Moved out in 30 days. Last heard, she's with Chloe. Tiny apartment, crammed, simmering resentment. Chloe reportedly not enjoying hosting her now destitute sister. Strong, independent woman, crumbles without funding. Ava texted once, "Mark, I know things got bad. Maybe we can talk for old time's sake." No reply. Nothing to say. Old time's sake died with her scoff. Emotionally easy. No. Sadness for the end for the woman I thought I married. That woman was an illusion or long gone. Moments of something seeing her broken. Then I remembered the lies, manipulation, attempted career ruin, contempt, and that pang vanished. Cold certainty. This was justice. Natural consequences. Changed locks, clearing her stuff. House feels lighter. Mine. Finances will recover. I have my job. Integrity. Peace of mind. She scoffed. I'd have nothing. Wrong. I have my future. She has what she cultivated. Debt, a ruined reputation, and a sister probably eager to evict her. Revenge is a dish best served via meticulously documented financial statements and a kick-butt lawyer. Thanks, Reddit. For those in similar hell, stay calm, gather evidence. Their entitlement is their undoing.